Whoa, Santa baby. Whoa.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Vlogmas. Today we are going to be recording a episode for my podcast channel, Cocktails with Radames. If you guys are not following me with Cocktails with Radames, here is all the info. Make sure you check me out and listen to my podcast. Okay. What's up, gorgeous people? Welcome back to Cocktails with Radames. I am your host, Radames, and today, OMG, I'm in a really good mood, guys. Earlier today, I was baking cookies with my one-year-old nephew. Let me tell you guys, I am not that Martha Stewart type, okay? Listen, not even my grandma ever taught me how to freaking bake, okay? I don't know. Anyway, but yesterday, I went shopping for everything that I needed. I was like, okay, I need this, I need that. I ended up spending $100 on things that I needed just to bake cookies at home. Can you guys believe it? I'm sure I'm not going to be spending that much money anytime soon because obviously, after buying everything that you need, all you need to do is just freaking bake those cookies. But anyway, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because we are going to be ranting today. Oh my God, guys. So yesterday when I was shopping at Home Goods, if you are my friend or if you shop with me in the past, you know that I'm minding my own business. I'm in my own little bubble. I really do not see what's around me. Listen, I'm looking for the bargain, so I'm focused on that. But obviously with this pandemic that is going on and all the craziness in the world, people gotta stay far away from each other, 6 feet or more. There we go, whatever. We're just gonna leave it like that. Anyway, guys, hi. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Vlogmas. And I'm running around as always. I'm running late as always. And I'm heading to one of my business meetings right now. And unfortunately, I'm running a little bit late. It is what it is. At this time, I'm just like, whatever, I will get there when I get there. Something about me, I'm always running late everywhere I go to. It's just me. I'm trying to get better. Hopefully 2021, I can set that as a goal and try to achieve that because yes, I try to do a bunch of things at the same time and I try to do a lot of things in the same day and it just doesn't work like that. So here we are heading to a business meeting. Hopefully it doesn't last for too long. And then afterwards we have to go back home and to finish cleaning and decorating for the holidays and things like that because we really need to. We need to organize the place just a bit. But yeah, guys, I'm bringing you guys along. We're going to do this together as always. And I'm super excited to be doing Vlogmas. And I hope that you guys enjoy my vlogs. And if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe because I upload videos all the time. And I just had like 3 cups of coffee. So I'm super hyper. I'm ready to go. I'm talking so fast. Yeah, that's the kind of day that I'm freaking having today. Anyway, guys, let me focus on the road and I'll see you guys in a bit. Now it's a little bit late at my house and I'm in the mood to bake. Okay, guys, I'm not that Martha Stewart type. I hate baking, to be honest with you. I don't know what got me into baking now that I was like, let's give this a shot. We're gonna make grandma cookies. Okay, let's see if I don't burn them. But I'm kind of shocked how I am going to be using all those ingredients. I don't know how to make cookies. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the cookies that I just baked. And oh my God, guys, they look so good and so presentable. This is the first time that I'm basically baking. I'm not a Martha Stewart, but I think I did a pretty damn good job. Literally $100 cookies, guys. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Cocktails with Radames. I'm your host, Radames. And today we're going to be chit-chatting. We're going to be ranting. We're going to be talking about my world, everything that is going on in our world, and just kind of like catch up, okay? This podcast is more for a catching up kind of purpose, I feel. It's a good way for us to connect. It's a good way for us to chit chat, even though you're on the other side of the screen if you're watching on YouTube or listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts or any other kind of podcast world. You were basically chit chatting together, and that's how I feel. So I just kind of like wanted to touch base with everyone and see how everyone is doing. Oh my God, it's been tough lately. And I'm sure that you guys are kind of experiencing the same thing with COVID. We don't know when this is going to end, and I hope it ends very, very soon. But we're not going to focus on that right now because we're going to focus on something a little bit more positive. So a couple of days ago, I was very spontaneous, and I'm a very spontaneous guy. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm not a cookie cutter type of bitch. I'm always like, okay, what can I do differently? And it always comes out very natural. Growing up, I would piss off my parents so much. Growing up, I would always be the black sheep that would piss the shit out of them. Okay, let me tell you. But I think I was always their favorite. And I'm going to say this out publicly because that's how I felt to my siblings. I love you guys, but come on. Come on. I've always been a tough bitch, and you guys know that. I've always been that type of bitch that, hey, if something is not going right, we fix it. If something is not going right, we make it work. And, I'm so blessed that I have an amazing mother who is my idol. And it is a little bit tough because, again, in the family world, you have your ups and downs. And she always was my number one fan, and to this day she is still my number one fan. You don't know what people are going through. Life is tough. If only life would be a cookie cutter like Instagram and everything would be so perfect, then life would be perfect, okay? People go through ups and downs. A lot of people don't want to talk about what's going on in their life because that is something private. But if you have a really good family that understands you and loves you, and you have a good support system, nothing is impossible. So shout out to all the families out there, everyone that has a special person in their life. This pandemic made me stronger, guys. I have to be very active in life. I have to be running around. I have to enjoy life. I have to do what I love to do. Music for me is very, very important. If this is your first time listening, or if you stumble among this podcast channel and you don't know much about me, well, I started singing at a very early age. I started doing a lot of karaoke. I started doing a lot of singing and family parties and things like that. Like my parents would drink their wine. My dad would get a little tipsy with his friends. Some of his friends would get a little drunk, and I would have a little show for them. I would do my little, Radames live in concert thing in the living room, and I would literally tell a bitch, you didn't clap. You need to clap because if I'm spending my time here singing, giving you a show, you need to be respectful. So, yeah, I was always a tough cookie growing up. And I just started feeling some type of way towards music. I just feel that music saved me in many, many, many ways. I feel that music has always been part of me, part of my life, part of who I am. So I started writing music at a very early age, you know. Back in the day, like any other teenager, I would work in retail. And believe it or not, I loved it. I think the last time I worked in retail was when I got fired at Target, and I was like 15. I think I was like 15, working on a work permit or something like that because I was always a nerd in school, okay? I made sure I got good grades. I made sure that I got my work permit and just worked a few hours. But this is something that I will never forget. It's actually kind of funny how I was a cashier at Target, and this very rude human being comes up to me, throws all her shit in my face, and then bullshit about, you know, an item being price different. And I'm like, price different? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, do we match? Are we Walmart? What the fuck? Anyway, and she was like, this is supposed to be this much. This is supposed to be that much. And I'm like, I think you're kind of lying. And then I was very respectful. I said, okay, well, you know what? Let me call someone to get a price check. And she's like, well, you think I'm lying? And I said, I'm not saying you're lying, but I need to get a price check, girl, because at the end of the day, if I get fired, girl, I'm not going to be happy. Anyway, she went hood on me. And when I say hood, she was very disrespectful. I literally looked at her and I said, listen, boo, I'm going to put you in your place because you shouldn't treat people like that. And you are very disrespectful and you need to fuck off. Yeah, that was the end of that. My sisters are newly moms. My sister had a baby about a year ago. And I feel that we're all raising him together. You know, we love my little baby Sane. But I just feel that sometimes he gets too spoiled. And I tell the parents, I'm like, listen, you are spoiling him too much, you know? And I'm like, and that's not good. You know, they're buying him expensive toys. I'm like, he's not even one yet. He looks at that toy, plays with it for 5 minutes and throws that shit on the side. You know, I see parents spending money on Gucci shoes, okay? My other sister, which I love you, girl. If you're listening, I love you, I love you, I love you. And that's okay. If you want to spend that type of money on your kids, that's totally acceptable. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to raise your kids, but listen, my parents used to buy me shoes at Payless back in the days. I don't know if you guys remember Kmart. I used to love Kmart so much. What was that other store, Ventures, back in the day? I used to shop there. That was like the bougie version of Target. And I just had so much fun growing up. If you guys are new to my podcast channel and if you like this podcast, make sure that you subscribe to this podcast channel. This is a new podcast channel. It's a new venue for me to connect with the world, to connect with you guys. And I'm always going to be that bitch that's just going to say how it is. And it's okay. If you don't want to say it, that's why I'm here. I'm always going to be that bitch that's just going to say how it is. And people should respect that. But if you're traveling, take it easy. If you're worried about COVID, you should be. But live your life responsibly. You know, live your life and just stay safe, wash those hands, use that hand sanitizer, and everything will be just fine. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Radames Official, Radames Official. And I'm also on YouTube at Radames Blogs, Radames. And then blogs, BS, Violet, blogs. All right, guys, I love you so much. And I will see you guys in the next podcast episode. Bye. Awesome. Whew. It was. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I still don't know how it happened, but it happened. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh. And this is how you record a podcast, guys. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes. And I kind of love this atmosphere, just kind of like chit chatting and sharing everything that is going on in the world with you guys. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this podcast.
Oh Santa, oh Santa.